Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? Did you see my pajama sleeve? Yes, I am in my pajamas. I will tell you why. Number one, they're comfy. Number two, hey Sue, how are you? Number one, they're comfy. Number two, it's a rainy day today. And so I got up and I took a bath and I put clean pajamas on. Is that crazy? It is, but you know, it's all right. Hey Jean, how is everybody? Hey Barbara and Nancy. Oh, I'm so glad that everybody is here. I have so much to blab about. I know, so different than any other day, right? Let's see. Oh my gosh, they're the best PJs too. They have hot chocolate on them. And I just got done ordering some of those hot chocolate bombs for a Christmas present. Oh, I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait to get them. I'm excited because I'm supporting another little small business, and it'll be the perfect accompaniment to the other present that I got everybody. Well, some people, not everybody. You know. Hey, if you are new here, please be sure to follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs. That's super important. And then if you are, once you've follow and like me on those things, on Facebook, if you will ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott Designs. They all came down the stairs at the same time. Sorry about that. Could you hear me? Anyway, please ask to join Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott Design and Corbiere-Scott. That to join our private Facebook group, and that is Honest to Pete. I want you to guide.
Sophie.
Sophie won't go outside because she knows it's wet. Whatevs. Okay, so if you would please ask to join my Facebook group, I would greatly appreciate it. One of the questions there is to leave your email address. I would greatly appreciate that because my classes here are free, and I would that's my little payment, because then you are part of my email distribution list, and that's how you know what's happening in the artsy world of Corbiere-Scott Designs. So, like today, we're having our pop-in paint party, right? So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do them at 2 o'clock right here on Facebook, on my Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook. And then on Saturdays, we do a little artist study. And we do a little artist study, then we're inspired by that artist to create in our art journals. And that is at noon Arizona time. And then I do have a paid class coming up. So I have a Bible journaling class that is available for purchase on my website under featured classes, and it is Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles, December 2020. Our class will meet in a private Facebook group, and you'll have exclusive art and exclusive hand lettering, sentiments. You'll get this one I have a couple of sheets this time because I couldn't stop myself. But anyway, and then I will also create right beside you. So you'll get to watch my process and we'll create together, and that's super fun. Okay, so I think that's all the commercials I have for today. Oh, all of my licensed products are available. I'm working on making a page for my licensed products on my website. it just takes me a little while. I'm not 20, you know. Technology isn't my second language. So for Adorn It, here's the, I'm going to put the links for all of my licensed products, all of my Stitch the State embroidery kits and patterns are available here. My Unity stamps are at unityco.com. Funky Fossil Designs, if you are overseas, funkyfossildesigns.blogspot.co.uk. That's the British, that's the, I think it's in Leeds location. And then if you're in the States, you can get my product, my Funky Fossil Designs products at Frantic Stamper at www.franticstamper.com. So, what I wanted to play with today was, remember the art that we made the other day, right? With the color burst. I need a drink of water. Sorry, I'm blabbing so much. I need to wet my whistle. Okay, so I trimmed them all down, except this one. I'm going to fussy cut that one. And then I cut some, and I splattered them all with white. You can see that. And I'm really digging that. I cut this, this mat for this one. What do you think? I wanted to do a color because I always do black or white. And I told myself I needed to do a color. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm feeling like that is, it's just just adds a little detail. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? If nobody answers, I'm just going to go for it. So I thought that we would finish these, and I also have one other card that I want to finish. I'm feeling like that maybe we need to start doing that as part of our, you know, we paint stuff. Hey, Diana. How are you? And those beautiful girls and that cute Jeff Barris. And who else? Hey, Laura. And Jamie. So many friends. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this. Oh, I'm a little too high, aren't I? I'm going to adhere this on. Hey, Carmen, how are you? All right. So I just really like this. I'm digging this lacy mat for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just pretty, right? But also, I really like that, oh, I cut this out really kind of funky. Oh, well. I really like it because when you adhere it to white or black or whatever, then that little bit of one more layer of contrast pops out, and I just really like that. I really like that. So let's I'm gonna get this down, and then we can do the next, kind of start to assemble the other ones. Oh, I can't wait to share with you what I did with remember when we were I was painting with the Distress inks with Rustic Wilderness. Remember when I just got that? The Rustic Wilderness and Festive Berries. I can't wait to share with you what I created with that. I just saw one. There we go. Little doodad. Okay, so I'm really digging that, you guys. What do you think? I really, really, really like it. Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to do this one, but I still need to pop out the... That is the one bit of a pain on this, with this die, is all of this like popping, but can I tell you, it's so worth it to me. I just feel like it just adds like the perfect frame. And you know, this is not usually my jam. I am not a lacy, frilly girl. I usually like kind of streamline. I just like a stitched edge normally. But I saw a couple of girls using it with my art printables. I was like, hey, where'd you get that? It was so beautiful. It just kind of popped the artwork, I felt. Hey, did anybody watch the last episode of Transplant last night? No. Tuesday night? Honestly. Does anybody else have no idea what day of the week it is, or, you know, what month it is, or what time it is? It's this crazy time we're living in, that's for sure. Did I get them all? No. Anyway, the last, that last episode was so good. Anybody else watching that besides Nancy and I? It's so good. It's so, so good. So I wanted to finish these cards, and then I was feeling like I really want to play around with the color burst some more, because I felt like we just kind of experienced the tip of the iceberg, you know? So I have been pondering this idea in my head. Do you remember when I did the Christmas tree, the trio of trees with all green? So I was thinking about that, and then I put the red sequins on there. Anyway, I was thinking about that because it seems like it was Barbara from Missouri. Barbara, oh, I can't remember her last name. Anyway, she said she liked the all different color doodads, remember? Because I was trying to decide what to put on there. So my idea is to do some color burst on, there we go, on the trio of trees, and then add, like, do that artsy background, but cover the all the trees, and then embellish it with those doodads, the colorful doodads. So that's my big idea. If anybody has another big idea, let me know. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I just love green. Can I tell you, that's one of my favorite. It's very close to my favorite colored pencil green. And you know, green is not my favorite color, really. Red is my favorite color. But this green, I just feel like it goes with so many things, and it's so, I don't know. I just love it. I do. Ooh, and it's a top opener. So let's... I saw somebody and he said that he always creates his cards so they're flush at the top, and then you have a nice little edge on the bottom. Again, so pretty. Okay, so here is the, remember doing this card. I painted it with these two inks. So I painted the, I love how this turned out. So I wanted it to look really foresty, but with, you know, a forest of love. And so I did a couple of, let's see if I have another one. Yep. I did a layer of the green, and then I did a couple of layers, but I wanted it to be kind of splotchy and shades of green. Like I really wanted to play up that dimension. And then the hearts, I painted them and they were a little dull, and so I gave them another coat of the red, and look at how much they've popped. So pretty. And then I let all of that dry. Built it, like I worked a lot with building up my shadows and my highlights, and then I splattered it all with snow, aka Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. So now I think I'm just going to, like, I just want this to just be classic and simple, because there's a lot going on here, right? So I feel like I don't want to compete with that. But I do want to make another one of these because I'm just in love with it. So this one, I'm just gonna, again, just adhere my painty piece onto the card base. Oh my gosh, and we watched Love Actually last night. Can I tell you how much I love that movie? It is, oh my gosh, I just love that movie. Oh, this is a side opener. Oh well. But I just wanted it to have just like a sliver of white around the edge. Look at how, because that just makes this white pop. And that's exactly what I'm going for. Right? Loving it. Okay. Now, this one, we need to fussy cut. So, somebody needs to talk to me, ask me a question, or tell me a story or something while I fussy cut. I should be getting my COVID test results back today or tomorrow. I'm feeling like it's going to be negative because I really, I feel just fine. Jeff would probably beg to differ because I'm just laying around in my pajamas today. I said, it's the best drawing. It's the best drawing weather when it's rainy outside and I'm in my PJs and I got my Lifetime movies on. La, la, la. So I am still loving these fingernails. Remember I told you about Color Street stickery fingernails. I'm really digging them. They're, you know, my fingers are very painty and inky, and I wash my hands 75 times a day. And you know what? These puppies just keep hanging with me. Lots of people get them to last like maybe 2 weeks. I'm happy if I can get them to last a week because I know I'm hard on them. But if I polished my nails, well, maybe 2 days, then they just start chipping. These don't chip at all. I'm just loving them. And they're, because my nail beds are small, I can get 2 nails from 1 strip. And my nails are short. You know, I always think that I want long fingernails, and then, you know what? They look so pretty, but the reality of my life is that, I just can't stand them. I just cut them off. I just do. Alright, so for this one, my thought is, I have this, well, it was a die cut, but here's the thing, it didn't, you know, I cannot waste anything. So I borrowed a die cut from my friend Lucinda, and like if I go to her house, I just pick through her stuff. I pick through Debbie Miller's stuff, whoever's. I'm like, I brought some paper. I just happened to bring some paper. Okay, so I cut this out on watercolor paper, but I'm not going to use it like watercolor paper. I'm just going to use it like texture. So I don't remember. It's like basket weave or something like that. Anyway, and I believe it was pink and Maine. Anyway, all of these pieces should be popped out. But as you can see, it didn't cut all the way through, but I just thought it was just a cool texture-y base. So I'm just going to lay just this down on my card front. And then I feel like I want to pop my flower a little bit. There we go. And then don't you think that will be pretty? Just popped. So let's see. I think I have some pop dots around here somewhere. Oh, I have my big roll. My big roll of foam. And can I tell you where I got this? I used to work at this scrapbook store, and there was a you know, I'm like, I don't need to buy anybody else's crap. I have enough crap at my house. But this gem, somebody was selling this giant roll of foam tape for $2. I was like, I snatched it up so fast. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on here, and then I want to do some other stuff on the cards, but I also want to play with the let's see. Okay, so we could have it down here. We could have it, I think, over here, right? So this, I feel like we can fiddle with this a little bit more. But this, I had this idea. Okay, so here's, no kidding, I have this little berry basket, this little ceramic berry basket, and inside are all kinds of my sentiments from my printables. You know what? I told you, I do not waste. I don't. Okay, so here's the 3 Christmassy ones. Missing you at Christmas, sending Christmas greetings, eat, sleep, be merry, repeat. So let's... No, what are you talking about, Nance? Kind of digging that. Okay. So it looks like I got some red on here, big surprise. All right. So back in the yeah, $2. Seriously. Okay, so I have this old Denison label, which I thought would be kind of cool, right? And I have some old tickets. I thought that might be kind of fun. So I'm kind of playing with my, how I want to lay this out. So this, I think I'm going to put down, and then I also have all of my high supply stuff. So I'm going to, shall I use, let's use this Connect glue. I just love it. And I have a new one, but you know, it's like when you get a new thing of mayonnaise, you can't open that new thing of mayonnaise until all of the old mayonnaise is gone. So I'm squeezing every speck of this glue out that I can. You know, like your toothpaste, all of that jazz. So anyway, like I was saying, back in my scrapbooking days, I was the queen of clusters. I love to create a little beautiful cluster of all kinds of doodads. So that's when I was like, oh, you know what? I have this. I have all of these doodads that I could, remember I have these. I have little stars. I have the colorful ones that, the hearts. Those are kind of pretty. But I also have, I think I have just like plain, well, I have these Santa hats, and that's not really usually my jam. But I'm kind of thinking, oh, and I have these clear ones. And I have 5,000 more. But what I was thinking was I could, so I'm feeling like I want to pop this, my sentiment, right, with some foam. And then I want to create some other things on here, some other visual interest. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that one. Let's play with these two. So this one, I feel like the clear would be really pretty because it's just going to look like water. That's going to be cool. then, oh, and I wanted to do honestly, I have so many things in my head that I want to talk about. So let's do this, and then I'm gonna do that next color burst thing because I really want to play with like more Christmas card ideas. Okay, so now I'm going to, did I do this? Okay, this is, I was going to have this as the top, but it's the bottom. But that's okay, right? So I'm going to put one here. A biggie. I know, you know, and I have all of those tools, that little, what is it called? Quickie pickup stick and all that, blah, blah. And look at, here I am, just using my fingers. Whatevs. Let's do all the big ones first, and then we can fill in with littles. Do you know what I mean? And that glue will dry clear, and it'll be gorgeous. I'm kind of digging that. What do you guys think? But I feel like I want to add a couple more. Maybe a little one there and a little one here. The clear dots I'm using now are from High Supply, from our friend Victor, and they are called, oh, you know what? It's not, and it's from High Supply. Do you see that, Laura? H-A-I, Hobby Art International Supply, but we call it High Supply. And they're fabulous because they go with everything. And they just add enough of a little bit of visual interest. Do you know what I mean? I just love them. I do. I'm feeling like that might be enough. What do you think? I just love how this card turned out, especially because when we started, we had no idea what we were going to make. And aren't those the best? Aren't those the best? Okay, now for this one, what do you think? I feel like I might want to just use the clear dots again. I know that seems like I'm a broken record, but there. Let's see what happens with that. So I'm also working on making a page on my website with all of my favorite things. Do you know what I mean? Like the pens that I like, the inks that I like, the watercolors that I like, all of that jazz. This one I think I want to try. I thought that was like a mid-size one, but I don't see it. I just see big or little. Well, let's see. Is this? No. So let's do a little. Thanks, Nance. What do you think? Do you think that's enough? Should I do 2 more? Maybe, let's see. I don't have anything way down here. Do one there, one there. Let's see. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. And then I really want to fiddle with the color burst again, because I was like, I have these dreams about artsy things, and I was dreaming about like doing color bursts, but like just 2 colors of color burst and both green. Do you know what I mean? To see what happens. All right. So I have the trio, right? So I think I'm going to do like one color and then another. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to start out with the sap green. I like that one because it's the brightest. But I'm going to try and just keep it on the trees. I mean, I know it's going to seep into the other areas, but I just think it might be kind of cool to see what happens if I try to control it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to spray it this way to see if I can, again, shut up. Look at, do you see how that, oh my gosh. Do you remember when we were talking and I was telling you about how the, when it comes out in the, I believe so, and Nancy, I believe so. It's just powdered water-based pigment, correct? I've never tried Brushos, but I kind of think they're the same. Shut up, look at that, like almost like marble. That's kind of cool. Okay, so my thought is that, where was I going with that? I want to do the background dark like we had talked about before, right? Like we did with this one. Remember how we did the background dark? I want to do that so it looks like a night sky, because I saw that card that Lauren did where she created the night sky behind the trio of trees. Oh my gosh, it was so stunning and just really impactful. And she put snowflakes, which, stop it, that could be cute, right? So now I'm going to hit this with the heat gun, just a sec. Because I want to use that phthalo green also and just see what happens. But I'm thinking that drying in between coats might be advantageous. I just love that it has so much texture, you know? And that it's, so, I haven't reposted it yet, but one of the girls on my team, Right Brain Art, created a card with this artwork, and she did like shades of pink, shades of blue, shades of yellow. Oh my gosh. So monochromatic, but like many shades of that. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm kind of going for that same kind of jam, that vibe. Okay, so now, hey Ray, how are you? So now I just added some of this phthalo green. And let's see what happens with that. Ooh, that's pretty. Right? And then I also have this one, Terra Verde. So let's try this and see what happens. And I like that it is staying pretty well on the trees only, so that's something to consider. The direction in which you spray your water that is something to think about too. You know what I mean? That if you wanted something to, I think it's just, you know, color bursts are so unpredictable. You just have to see if you can trick them a little bit. And it's fun to just play with it and see, you know, what you can create. Like this, stop it right now. Look at all those different color baubles. I love them. So pretty. Okay, now let's try this Terry Verde. I don't know. Who knows? Anybody speak that language that would know what that is? Oh, and this one is kind of, look at it's coming. This is the one we used yesterday. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. So, we can take, so do you see how it's really starting to puddle over here? I want to like try and pull that off. In here. This is kind of cool. Look at it. It looks kind of rusty right there. That's kind of interesting. Fascinating. Don't you love it? I just love that it's so unpredictable, you know? So, do you remember yesterday, or not yesterday, what day is today? Didn't we just have this conversation? Tuesday, we did some brush work with some of these. I'm kind of liking that, where it's really, it starts to kind of take on this organic shape that just mirrors the shape that I've drawn. That's kind of cool. It kind of puddles in one area. That's very cool. And look at up here. Look at this, isn't even a color yet, but we just made it a color. Pull some of this down here. And you know, this is certainly way, it's bigger than what we need it to be, the whole piece of art. So when you cut it down, you're going to kind of be mindful of that as you're, oh, look at that. As you are getting ready to die cut it or to just trim it down, really think about what you want to cut away, you know? Like I want every one of these circles that I can have. So I'm just using my brush to soak up some of that because it's pretty dark. Remember we talked about that you can use your brush to soak up because I don't have a paper towel over here, of course. But I wanted that color to soak in a bit before I hit it with the heat gun because, you know, then it's kind of sealed its fate. But maybe I could just use this to soak up some of that color. Hmm. We can dry it. I'm just getting deep into my creating, so if I don't talk, somebody asked me a question or something. So I'm just gonna, I just start to see all the possibilities, you know? I kind of do too, Nance, but I feel like I want to play around with creating some more, see what I can control and what I can't. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to try a little bit. I mean, that's the beauty, is that we can just keep layering color and layering color and layering color. I'm loving that. So pretty. So I see some areas that could use a little help. So I'm going to look, isn't it funny? How did that circle have no color in it? How did that even happen? So I'm just going to add bits of color. Remember we did the other day, we added it and then we came back, wet our brush, tapped it off, and then soften that edge. Just tap it out. We just want it to be a nice gradation of color. Just build that. And a little bit of a shadow over there. I'm loving that. So let's do the same right here. And that one went, I got a little heavy-handed. I'm just kind of really working to keep that circle shape, like play up that circular, all of those circles over here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just loving it. I don't even know what I'm going to do for the night sky, but I know it's going to be pretty. I just want to make sure that my color is deep enough that when I put white things on top, they pop. Do you know what I mean? I want there to be enough contrast in between the background and whatever item I put on top. Snowflakes or stars or whatever, or a combination. How am I doing on time, Nance? Looks like I have 10 minutes. All right. Well, I don't want to do anything to this because I want those colors to stay nice and deep. And oh, it's wet. It's so wet. But I'm kind of digging that, you know. This poor paint cloth. Look at it. Look at all that color coming off there. I can't believe I'm wasting it by just picking them up with the paint cloth. But have a bigger vision this time. So I hope that you will get really artsy and pull out your color burst or something else that you haven't used in a while, or try to replicate this same look with your watercolors. Look at this Christmas tree that are kind of untraditional colors, the blues and greens, but look at how beautiful they are. That's kind of a cool thing too. And think about that, you know, doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be something else. It could be a forest card, or it could be a man's birthday card, or I don't know, happy retirement, or I don't know. Not that these trees are necessarily masculine or feminine, they just kind of are. But, you know, it's always, I feel like it's, sometimes it's so hard to create masculine things, isn't it? I think, but I feel like the white stars on there would be so pretty. Or the white snowflakes. I think that would be really pretty too. So I hope that everybody has been inspired to pull out your art supplies and make something. This poor watercolor paper is soaked. It is earning its keep today. I'm just loving it though. I'm just loving it. Little by little. And can I tell you, I love that all of these circles, the light source, you can play with the light source so much because, right, light's going to be bouncing off of all of these spheres, right, like nobody's business. So there's not like it's all going to be on one side. If you look at a Christmas ornament, you'll notice that the light, there are catch lights all over it. Oh, I found another one that doesn't have any color. So pretty. Well, I guess it's time to sign off and continue to finish up my cards, and I'll take pictures of them and post them on my social media. Later today, I was commissioned by a store in Ohio to draw some Ohio stamps, and they partnered with 7 other stores. So there are 8 stores in all. And you can go and see the exclusive stamps that I drew for them. And then they also had some Ohio dies made, some Ohio specialty papers made. So the name of the Facebook group is called Exclusive Ohio Scrapbook and Stamping Bundle. So be sure to check it out. It's very cool. It's very cool. And Tessa and Lauren and I will be posting cards that we created with those stamps throughout the day. And then, you know, we'll just keep posting stuff that we make with my stuff too. And Unity and Funky Fossil. That's the beauty, right? I adore you all, and I can't wait until Saturday. We are studying a male artist this Saturday, and I will tell you, you need to bring a piece of fruit. That's it. I'm so excited and glad that you came and spent an hour with me getting artsy, and I am so ever so grateful. I'm ever so grateful. So I will see you on Saturday at what time? At noon Arizona time. And be sure to follow me at Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks so much. Bye.